Yo, what's up? Today I'm gonna show you step by step how to play fast riffs, fast and tight, in the style of Metallica, Slayer. We're gonna do it step by step with me, and I'm gonna show you how I do it so you can do it at your home. So this episode, grab your guitar and do this exercise with me, alright? This is Bibi from the metal band Cryzix and also Extreme Metal Picking, my teaching school. And today I want to focus all my energy and how to play these fast riffs, how to deconstruct and do this reverse mechanism that I used all my life during my 18 years career as a guitarist, that I had to play since the very beginning, very difficult riffs. And this is the system I used, and now it's a system I'm teaching also at my school, Extreme Metal Picking, and all my students are also applying to play fast riffs, really fast and tight. So let's say that these riffs, know how to play these riffs in the style of Metallica and Slayer, even that if you don't play this style, thrash metal or old school death metal or whatever, it's the source, let's say, the foundation of these bands shape the sound of how to riff with the guitar. And later on, bands like, I don't know, Lamb of God, Pantera, and all the bands like Gojira and all the bands that nowadays are playing riffs, the source, if we just pay attention to the source is these early 80s, late 80s albums like Slayer. Okay. These are the riffs that really define the style of playing in an aggressive way, and also then you have these famous riffs. So let's say that this is the foundation, and that's why we're gonna center all our energy into the master these kind of riffs. And today I'm gonna use this specific exercise with the intro riff of Battery. But I recommend you that if you're a beginner or you're like not confident enough to play a riff like Battery, which is kind of tricky, I have to say, I use these same exercises. On your own riff. So pick a riff that you feel like it's challenging you a little bit, you feel struggle to play it well, and we're gonna do it with me, all right? But if you have enough level, I encourage you to do Battery, because Battery is one of the riffs that took me more time to develop and to really master. And all of this is because it's very confusing, especially the gallops, you know? And that's why it's so important to first master the inner tempo of one riff, and then we apply all these things. So let me just show you the riff first, and then we go step by step. All right, let's go. All right, so here what is pretty confusing is the gallops, all right? Because if you don't understand the inner tempo, the beat, how we set the riff in the bar, then you're gonna struggle a lot, because it's a bit confusing. Because it looks like, but in the end, the takatan, it has to be tan takatan. This is the trick here, okay? So it's. Now you will see it better with the tempo, okay, with the click. But let's say that the first step that I recommend you guys to do is just go straight to the metronome, or even without the metronome. First, what I would say is try to sing the riff snapping the fingers. This is a game changer. So as I was telling you, understanding where the gallop is the game changer here. So it's like tan taka tan taka tan tanana ton toko ton toko ton teneno toko ton toko ton tenena tore tore. All right, it's ton toko ton. It's not tokoton, tokoton, tanana. No. So here's the first thing, okay? Once you master singing and snapping the fingers at the same time in a very slow tempo, now we're gonna try to do it half of the speed. So let's say, for example, 100 BPM should be all right. And now we're gonna do this, okay? So step number 2, try to sing it with the metronome. Tan taka tan taka tan tanana tan taka tan taka tan tanana taka tan taka tan tanana. Okay, and once when you try to sing it with the metronome, it's very important that you don't use only the mind and try to chase the click, but try to be more like embody the tempo, okay? It's like when you go to the discotheque and you're dancing in the pub, maybe you're not doing it that because you're not going to the fucking discotheque, but imagine yourself in the discotheque. So if you're into the beat, you know, like dancing, it's very easy then, when you have the move in your body, it's very easy then to move with the flow of the tempo. So it's exactly the same. If you're like this, and try to nail it, it's different if you are more like okay, you embody the rhythm. This is something very important that I try to put in the mind of my students, because sometimes I see them like trying to chase the tempo, like you know, and trying to just listening, but it's more into embodying, okay, embodying the rhythm. Then it becomes much more easy to follow the rhythm. So, and now we are ready to go to play it with the guitar. Let's go. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and. If you're trying to play this riff battery, it's in E tuning, E standard tuning, and we start with this gallop in the 0, and then 6, 6, 5. Gallop again, and then you do these chords in thirds, 7, 5, and then 6, 4, and then again, then 0, power chord in the 2, 3. And 3, 5, okay? So understanding this tan, like a horse, you know, like a horse marching. This is the key, okay? Here. So now you did it at 50% less speed. This is like a zoom in, okay? If you don't know how to play really well a riff, instead of trying to play it fast, go 50%, and it's gonna be like zoom in. You know, with Google Maps, when you're zooming in to see the city, it's exactly the same. So when you play this riff at 50% less, so half speed, you are able to see where you're not nailing. If you're delaying one peak or you're rushing one picking here or there, that's the proof. That's the test. Okay, it's not because you're playing it slow. It's easier. No, it's like a zoom in of your way of playing and see in detail if you're here or there in the bar, okay? So now I'm gonna suggest that now we try to push it. So we're gonna do this trip from the 50% to 100%, but like, I don't know, from 10 BPMs to 10 BPMs or 20 BPMs. I will do this at 150 because I'm very used to it, but if it's hard for you, start slower, okay? So no, let's do 140 now, okay? 1, 2, 3, and. So, when you know how to play this, when you know how you have to structure the riff in the bar, then it becomes much more easy to follow and then push it up. Okay, this is the key thing, okay? So, first thing I tell every student, once you are able to sing it, you are able to play it. And once you're able to play it really slow, no matter how slow, but if you're achieved to play the riff like 50% less tempo, so half of the speed or even less, no matter. It's not important the speed here. It's important to just play it with confidence at one speed. And from there is then when you push it up and up, okay? There's no more secret than this. No more secret. So now let's go to 160, for example. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna keep on pushing to 180. As you see, it becomes easier and easier the more you integrate and how you understand the riff in the bar. That's the key, okay? 180, I think it's 190 this riff. 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, this is Lian. Alright, now it's getting a bit harder. Let's go to 190, which is the normal speed. I think it's 194. Let's try now in the same speed as the song. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and. So here, the challenge, the more fast you go, the challenge here is gonna be for you understanding and keeping this focus on tan taka tan, because the gallop it's very easy to confuse it to, instead of tan taka tan, to taka tan, and here you are fucked. Okay, so the challenge here, the faster you go, is to keep in mind this galloping, this kind of horse marching and galloping, tan taka tan. Okay, this is the trick here. It's the here, and this is the challenging thing here. So the more fast we go, the harder it gets. Let's try now. Once you reach the level of the same speed that you have to play one song or you have to record one song, let's say 194, I would suggest you to try to push 10 or 20 BPMs more, so you feel more safe when you have to go back to the original tempo. So let's go to 204 now. Whoop-a. 1, 2, 3, and. So as you see, it gets more and more challenging here to really nail it. So now let's do the last try. Maybe for you it's gonna take like 10 minutes or 20 minutes or maybe 1 week to reach to this level, no problem, but I'm gonna show you what's the final step. So let's try now to nail it at 214, which is 20 BPMs more of the original speed, and here we become the masters. When we nail this, then we're gonna go back to the original and it's gonna be like super easy. So concentration. If it's hard for you, I suggest you that first you sing it and then you play it, okay? Even if you already you already master how to sing it in the slower tempos, the more we grow, the tempo is gonna become harder and harder. So if you don't nail it playing it, go back and sing it. So the same tempo, but sing it. So now I'm gonna sing it at 214. 1, 2, 3, 10. So it's hard. It's hard, but in my head it's there. Okay, so the important thing is here. I look like a retarded. But let's now try to play with the guitar. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and. Ooh, hard, huh? 1, 2, 3, and. Woo! Again, you see, it's not easy, huh? 1, 2, 3, and. Not easy at all. But now let's try to go back to 194, and you will see how easy it becomes now, because you push the envelope. It's like a chewing gum. We push the chewing gum, and now we're gonna get back to the original form, but you're gonna be more elastic. Let's say like this. You're gonna be better elastic mentally and physically. Mentally, it's very important. So again, play it. 1, 2, 3, and. Okay, so this process that you see that I did in 10 minutes, it's a process that it should take you like 1 week or 2 weeks, okay? I just condensed it in one video so you see what is the procedure, but it's now when you do all this trip, you know, from 50 half a speed to 20 BPMs more of the original speed that you should play it, and then you go back, it's when you start feeling this confidence of, okay, now I mastered the riff and now I got better, okay? And guys, if you enjoyed this, if you want to take it more to the next level, I have to tell you, right now I'm opening slots to my school, on my school, Extreme Metal Picking. I'm welcoming 15 guitarists that I'm gonna work with them during the next 4 months. We start next week, October, it's 26 October, so we're gonna be working 4 months together with all the blueprint of Extreme Metal Picking, which is all the variety of exercises that will take you to gain the agility of your right hand picking, because as I say in all the videos, having a good right hand picking, it's not just mastering these gallops, but it's mastering a wide variety of exercises. It's like building a strong arm in the gym. It's not just about exercising biceps, but also triceps, forearm and shoulders. So with the right hand picking, it's exactly the same. And in Extreme Metal Picking, I designed the blueprint, the method, all the different exercises with the consistency of 4 months that I guarantee you that you will achieve and you will level up with your right hand picking. And that's why I'm gonna be meeting you with all my students every week, one-to-one, and also they have all the exercises recorded in the program and the community of guitarists that is an excellent place to level up with like-minded people. So if you're interested to go to the next level, if you are committed, don't lose the time, because I am receiving submissions from guitarists during this week. So go to my Instagram page at BB Plaza, it's over here. You send me DM, you tell me your context, and then I will check it out and see if Extreme Metal Picking is for you. In case that it's for you, then I will invite you to join if there slots available. So don't hesitate. This week, send me DM on Instagram, and I wait for you, teaching you all these ancient teachings of the right hand picking that people like Jeff Hanneman and James Hetfield started back in the 80s, and we're taking the torch every generation. So let's go, guys. Have some fun with this exercise. If you are committed to go to the next level, send me DM on Instagram or at my Instagram or at my email. And then, guys, I'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.
I had a great time. I improved a lot. I noticed my right hand got tighter, and I was way more relaxed for live shows, which was very important because I made a lot of mistakes in the past due to stress or not being warmed up. And now I had the last 2 shows were really amazing and tight. That's what I was missing in other programs, like they're more focused on general or on lead techniques or on more general rhythm techniques. But for my band, it was really needed to focus on the right hand, like thrash metal picking.
So yeah, my experience with Extreme Metal Picking has been fantastic. BB has taught me to be more precise with my rhythm playing, but also like getting the groove. You know what I'm saying? Like internalizing the groove. So I'm feeling it, and I'm not just thinking it. So it's sort of helped me, man, not just playing faster, but I feel like it feels more natural to me now. Also, the one-on-one instruction is amazing. Like you can't beat that, right? Most other programs don't offer one-on-one instruction. So you're getting live feedback about things you can do to improve your playing. So it's been a great experience. I recommend this to anybody.
Before I started Extreme Metal Picking, I didn't know how to make this different riff of thrash metal, death metal. But now I know how to play a lot of riffs.
That's probably been the biggest thing for me, because I didn't realize how either sloppy or off time I was until I started doing it.